Let's go. It is OMFL Coach Championship once again. I feel like we were just here a couple of days ago when it was Tim versus Trey. Well, we got two new people in it. We got the Commissioner Priest and his Shamrock team over in Ireland playing Roger and the Baltimore Ravens. It should be a good one. I'm going to get over here and let these guys know we're ready to go. I told them to have a good time. Let's go ahead and get this music down just a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring in the intro and let's go have fun watching this one. I love calling these, especially for the guys. They do a lot here, Roger and Priest, and it's quite the group, but I'm ready to get this done. We have no sound. All right, I let Raj know. I think Raj just muted the entire thing, and we don't want that. That will be absolutely terrible to watch, but hopefully they'll get this thing unmuted whenever we get back. Look at this. They're using the old school one, the old 3-click. Priest and his Shamrock team in Dublin. They're going to get this one started out here. Hopefully we'll get some sound. Yeah, there we go. We got Roger getting us some sound real quick. I think he muted the whole thing. I was like, that's not what we want. We definitely have sound on my end. It is definitely on his end. Let me see. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, there's sound. So we're good on our end. There we go, Raj. Get us some sound in there, baby. Yeah, he just muted the whole thing. Let me move this. Yeah, master volume. All right, he's getting me some sound. Hopefully he'll see my my chat though. We gotta have this one up here. This one right there. We gotta have something in there. It can't just be absolutely zero in here. I don't know. Let's see if I can get Raj right here. This one, Raj. This one. There you go, Raj. Give me some juice. There we go. All right, that should do it. I hear something. Think we're gonna be good. All right. Thank you, Priest. Thank you, Raj. That would have been just terrible to be able to try to watch with absolutely no game sound. Should be a good one. Two really good owners, two guys that I enjoy watching, and hopefully they can give us a really good game here. My Matt's got me moving all around the place here. Lamar Jackson, Brett Favre. See, I was going to join the Coach League. If Priest goes back and watches this, but these 99 versus 99 overall teams and the Brett Favre's and the Ronnie Lott's, I was like, I just want to play normal update, like normal stuff. There we go. Now we got some sound. We're watching Roger's stream here, so the Ravens are going to get this one started out on defense. And if I know Raj, he can play really good defense. He just has to have time to build his team up. We watch it from this mode. Frazier right up the middle. Boy, really hard to get that guy on the ground. He gave him 4. No, they gave him 5 there. So we're going to be 2nd and 7 here from the 40-yard line. Priest is running the Dublin Shamrocks. Pretty cool logo. Pretty cool colors. I dig it. You're going to see this from the side mode because this is a coach-only league. They call the plays, and the CPU does everything else. It's a really neat way to play Madden as a mix-up. Tomlinson right up the middle. Oh, my goodness. You're going to see me laugh about this all day long, all of these old players that are in this league. But I dig it because Priest is having fun. He's got his guys just doing some new stuff, some different stuff, and got all these old guys. Tomlinson's going to pick up the first down for Dublin. 14-3 versus the 16-1 Baltimore Ravens. Roger really known for his offense. So we'll have to see what he can do here in offense. Saquon Barkley, LaDainian Tomlinson, and who was the other guy? Frazier. So he's got a 3-headed monster here in Dublin. He's going to pick up 7 there. That run game's going to be tough to stop because there's some really good players. Luckily, the Baltimore defense also has really good players that he's going to throw right back at it. So we'll see how this one works out. Come hang out and chat. You're watching the OMFL Coach League Championship, their second one that I've gotten a call here. Brett Favre back to pass, trying to get up the middle. It's knocked away, but Allstott. He also has Allstott on his team. An all-out blitz there from the Ravens. Brett Favre gets a knockaway catch from Allstott for the first down, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. They picked up a quick 20 here in just a couple of plays, little blink of an eye. Favre's in the shotgun. Looks like maybe LT right back there with him. Far back to pass. Gonna check this one down to Frazier. Frazier's gonna be tackled quickly though by number 24, Stamps, I think is the name. It's a 2nd and 10 here from the 39-yard line. Ravens throwing a lot of 4- and 5-man fronts here. Go 3-4 here. So play action is a reverse to a guy named, this is Priest, guys. So they can also make guys. And this is Priest himself taking the end around but getting tackled quickly. That Ravens defense is tightened up here to set up 3rd and 13 from the 42-yard line. Dublin is going backwards. They're going to need to play here, keep this drive alive. Rogers going to be a man defense. Get after the quarterback. Stop the run. Priest is going to be mixing up. Looks like he's got a 3-headed monster. He's going to be mixing the pass. Far back to pass. Nice pocket. He steps in there. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. No, it's double coverage. It's knocked away. Smith dropped that one. Deion Sanders on the Ravens. Looked like he could not get turned around quick enough, but Brett Favre doing what Brett Favre does, throwing that one up into double coverage. Looks like we also allow full coaching trees. So not only 99 overall teams, not only old-time players, not only custom-made players, we were also allowing full go at all the coaching trees, which is kind of crazy. Del Greco in for the long attempt. McAfee holding this one down. That one's up and good. What a kick there. McAfee got that one down. Del Rio got that one through, and Dublin's going to take a 3-0 lead here against Roger and the Baltimore Ravens. You are watching OMFL Coach Mode Championship. We just called one a couple of weeks ago now. It's probably been 6 weeks or so. Langham's going to bring that one up the middle, get it to the 28-yard line. And that's where Baltimore's going to start their first drive of the season, or the championship, I should say, not the season. We called a great game between Tim and the Buffalo Bills against Trey and the Detroit Lions. That was a barn burner to watch. And now we've got Roger and Priest in this one. Jackson under center. A little pro formation here. Gonna get that one off to Dickerson. We got Dickerson in the league. Gets tackled quickly, though, for a gain of nothing. That Dublin defense swarming of a little Saul blitz with the inside run here. And here's where Roger really makes his money in the passing game. Now, Roger isn't controlling the quarterback. He's just calling the plays. Goes to show you that play calling is a part of also completing these big-time passes. Jackson in the shotgun formation. I don't know who this behemoth is at 87. That is a much of a man. Throwing this one to McLean. McLean getting that one in for the first down. 1st and 10 Ravens from the 41-yard line. Little cover 2-man defense there from Dublin. You can see, it went away there. You see Roger attacking there in the middle. Look for this play right here. Got to check it down to Davis. Quickly tackled, though. You can see the blitzes here from the Dublin team. Priest loves to attack. And that could go one way or the other with Jackson's escapability plus the big arm to really make him pay. Roger here in the 2 tight end says going to hand this one off to Durham. Durham breaking tackles. Getting it down to the 50-yard line where it's going to sit up 3rd and 1 for the Baltimore Ravens.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
You're watching OMFL Coach Mode Championship. I think this is their 3rd season. I think this is going to be their last one of the cycle, and they're going to take a little bit of a break. Summertime is approaching. Jackson's got 4 wide. I don't know who this man is down here, but that is a big man. Jackson back to pass. He's got a pocket, trying to squeeze it in there. I don't know how he completed that pass. Tight coverage. He gets it in there to number 80. That's going to be a first down Baltimore from their own 32-yard line, right over the DB's left shoulder. That one's bought in. Some pinpoint accuracy there from Jackson. 2 tight end sets. We got 2 to the left of Jackson. Looks like Dickerson in the backfield, 80 in motion. Been a big play for receiver for him so far. Handoff to Dickerson, but shut down quickly. That Dublin defensive line really swarming. And we can see the attacks from Dublin really putting the pressure on this run game. They want to force Jackson to pass the ball, hopefully get a couple of interceptions here. Let's see how Roger begins to navigate this and begins to adjust. Ooh, here we go. We love that. A little star right there. Thank you, EA. Hopefully we do not restart. Second and 10 from the 32. Oh, and there we have it. Little attention. That's fine. I don't think Priest has the greatest connection in the whole wide world. And maybe that's not fair to blame Priest here. Maybe it's just EA, but... Roger also believes that Priest just has really cruddy internet. Well, let's see if these guys get this one going. Again, you can see the coaching trees all platinum. Probably going to see the team overall. Byron Leftwich is now a white guy and coaching for the Baltimore Ravens. Well, that's nice when you get 100% across the board, except for your players. They don't like you very much. Well, hopefully we will have a part 2 here. Nate Frazier, one of the running backs there for Dublin. It's a cool logo. Baltimore in the AFC North. It looks like Dublin. I guess we're not going to see it somewhere over there in the NFC. Probably the Packers. I assume the Packers with Brett Favre. Priest loves to move his teams around. You can see Dublin Brown, defensive tackle, leading third in the league, in sacks at 17. Dublin's running back leading the league in yards in 1,700. Nothing else really jumping out towards the top there. 99, 99, 99 versus 99, 99, 99. Only in a world in which Priest commissions. I think we're just waiting on Priest. He might have got booted. I asked what he was saying, but we'll see. You can see Dublin first in offensive points, first in rushing, third in defensive points, fourth in rushing defensively. Look at the Ravens, though. Third in points, eighth in passing yards. Oh, it ran away, and then a bunch of first, second, and thirds on defense. He said the whole system shut off. All right, they're searching again. I got supper waiting on me. I will be right back while these guys get rolling again. And yeah, I'm going to just leave it up. We'll be right back. All right. Part 2. Let's try this again, huh? That was fun. What up, Bird? What up, Daniel? We started this game, got through the first quarter almost, and then they had to DC because Priest's entire system shut down, he said. So here we find ourselves again. Bird, we missed you last night. You stuck poor Pooty with Mr. T-Ray. I jumped in and tried to do my best, but we all know that I'm a mid at best player. All right, Priest getting this one going again. Favre in the shotgun. Oh, he's attacking right away. Attacks the seam with Waddle. Waddle right up the seam. Nice catch, a big gain. Running some 4 verts against the cover 2 man.
22 yards.
That's a nice play there for Dublin to get this one going here. The 3 running back thing from Priest is kind of wild. He's going to hand this one off to Frazier, who leads the league in rushing, even with LaDainian Tomlinson, Mike Allstott. And who was the other running back? I forgot who the other running back was already. I'm sure we'll see him. And yet this guy still has led the league here at OMFL Coach in yards. So you know Priest wants to establish the run. 2 tight ends here. Looks like Tomlinson maybe in the backfield. Favre's going to hand this one off. It is Tomlinson. Tomlinson making a man miss. He's tackled, though, from number 28 for the Ravens. You're watching the OMFL Coach Championship. Second one I got to call. This is Priest and the Dublin Shamrocks versus Roger and the Baltimore Ravens. They allow old-timey players, custom-made players, which is usually themselves. We also have full coaching tree, so we got 299 overall teams for the second season in a row. Frazier trying to make it off the left side, though. He gets caught and brought down there by Sanders Jr. That's right. I think that is Deion Sanders Jr. And Baltimore's going to have to, Dublin's going to have to settle for another long field goal from Del Greco. In the first game, he opened up their first drive with 3 points. Big-time leg. This guy could kick it right out of the stadium. McAfee holding this one. Kick is up, and it is good. Looks like he can make those from 75. We'll see how this one plays out. That could be a weapon that Dublin's going to need between two guys who know how to get stops whenever they need them. Raj going to get his second first drive going here. Booth off the left side. He's at the 20. Come down at the 23-yard line. And that is where he's going to be tackled. Roger, at least in the OMFL, is known for his big-time passing game. Now, that gets buffed, or it gets dumbed down just a little bit whenever we're in coach mode, because you can just call the plays and players have to run the plays. So we'll see how Raj attacks him here. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers, 1 tight end, man in the backfield. I don't know who that 87 is, but that is a big, big man. Thompson, I don't know who he is, but that is a massive man. Is that Roger? I think that's Roger. That is Roger himself. So Roger playing the tight end, little underneath dump route against the cover 2 man. We'll continue to learn who all these players are as we watch this one get played out. 3 receivers to the right. Man in motion's the running back. Jackson back to pass. He's going to get that one to himself. Thompson with a big play. Took 2 or 3 guys to get him down on the ground. Gain of 16. First down for the Baltimore Ravens from their own 41-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Two tight ends, 2 receivers. Jackson's going to hand this one off to Durham. Durham hit in the backfield. A great play by the edge there. Set the edge, and we've seen this early on with Priest. Priest likes to attack, and he will blitz, and blitz some more. He's going to put on a lot of pressure. We've seen that in the first championship as well. The blitz is something that guys will really lean on to hopefully put some pressure on those CPU quarterbacks. Jackson back to pass in the shotgun. Little play action. He's got time. He overthrows Thompson, though. That one's going to fall away to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 12, after a bad pass from Jackson. It looked like he had a bit of a lane. He could have taken off there up the middle. Four wide. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jackson back to pass. He's going deep. He's got a man one-on-one. He tries to come back and make a play, and it gets knocked away. Number 80 was making some big-time plays. McLean for Baltimore in the first game. He drops that one, knocked away by the Dublin defense. Baltimore's going to be faced to punt here. Nice little boot. He's going to get right inside at the 15. Nice move from Crawford. Gets it up to the 21, and that's where Dublin's going to get their second drive going here. Daniel, it's always good to see you, my brother. Keep up the great work over there on your channel. Go check out Daniel. You'll see some gaming stuff, a lot of sports highlights, a lot of watching the games live. He does some cool stuff over there. Big fans of Daniel. Dublin coming out with a bunch of tight ends, bunch of big, meaty men up front here, and it's going to be handed off to Frazier, who picks up 8 in just a blink of an eye. They're going to give him 7 here. It's going to set up 2nd and 3 from the 28-yard line. I dig these jerseys here from Dublin. The all-whites versus the all-blacks. That's not a statement I meant. You can see in game, of course. White helmets, white tops. Baltimore, little press. Far back to pass. He's got pressure. The Dublin picks it up well. It's going to give it over to Priest himself. Two guys playing. I think Priest is a wide receiver in this one. I'm pretty sure he's a wide receiver. Nice pickup from Dublin there for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Favre under center, 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 1 receiver. He handed off to Frazier, who jumps a man and then gets hammered by number 28 for a gain of just 1. That Baltimore Ravens defense bringing the heat, popping the shoulder pads, rattling the chin straps. Another 3 tight end set here. 1 receiver. Frazier in the backfield. No, that's Tomlinson who's going to get the ball. He gets hit, but he makes a man miss. Gets a juke move. Stiff arms a man. He's at the 25 to 30. He's at the 25. Sorry, 35, 30, 25. Got messed up on my numbers. I must be dyslexic. I apologize. Anyway, Tomlinson with a massive run there for Dublin to set up from 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Putting some heat. This Baltimore Ravens defense, they're going to need to tackle better than that. 2 running backs, 3 tight ends. You can see the game plan here from Dublin. They're going to play some smash mouth old man football. They're going to let the meaty men up front do all the work. Favre with handing the ball to Allstott, who gets swarmed like he stole their lunch money. Allstott gets dropped. They're still going to give him a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 here from the 21-yard line. Dublin spreading them out. 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. See how Baltimore answers that. They're going to come out with a little big nickel and bring in an extra safety. Dion matched up top. Favre in the shotgun. Back to pass, quickly gets this one out. That one could have been picked off. 31 made a play, knocks it away. Set up 3rd and 9 here from the 21-yard line. Favre does make those types of decisions. We know the real player and the history that he has. Well, this coach mode team looks like he's playing much like his real life self. He's going to take chances. We've seen him in the first game go deep up top, double coverage. It got knocked away. You can see another one there, double coverage. Tries to squeeze it in there, trusting his arm. He's going to try to spread him out. 4 receivers, 1 running back. Looks like we got a little nickel dime formation here. Far back to pass, steps up in the pocket, trying to get it underneath. And that one's going to fall away. It looks like Priest himself. Favre to Priest. It falls away. Little double bracket coverage there from Baltimore to set up another long field goal try. And we can see the man right there, Mr. McAfee himself. He's going to hold this one down. This is a chip shot for Del Greco. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. And Dublin going to take a 6-point lead here. 3:34 left to go in the first quarter. You're watching OMFL Coach Championship. Priest and the Dublin Shamrocks against Roger and the Baltimore Ravens. This is a coach mode league, so these guys have built these teams. They call these plays, and then the CPU does everything else. You are just the coach. Booth takes that one up to the 26-yard line, and that's where Baltimore's going to get their second drive going. The first drive, it was the Jackson to Thompson connection that got him down the field, but ended up stalling out. The run game has been really non-existent as 44 Taylor brings Durham down in the backfield. It's a loss of 1 instead of 2nd and 11 from the 24. 3:19 left to go. Somebody tell the PA announcer, I got this. I don't need his help. Jackson in the shotgun formation, back to pass. He's got time. He's going to try to go deep, and he's got a man, McLean. McLean made some big plays for the Baltimore Ravens offense in the first game, and that is his first big play of this reconnect game here. Nice connection there from Jackson to McLean. Seems to be his number 1 receiver. Is going to set up 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Attacking the seams there with that nice little post route against the cover 2. Nice pass there from Jackson. He really has some pinpoint accuracy when it comes to that tight coverage, getting it right over the cornerback and linebacker's shoulders. We've also seemed to be a little wild here today. Jackson back to pass. Going to get that one over. Who is that? McLean. McLean's going to bring that one in. Nice diving catch against the zone defense. You see McLean attacking right there, finding that soft spot in the middle of that defense, getting the first down for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Jackson under center. He's going to hand this one off to Durham, but 2 men were in the backfield. They could have taken that handoff from Durham. Well, mid-blitz worked well. The whole left side of that Baltimore Ravens offensive line couldn't hold up. It's a loss of 1. No, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 from the 38. You can see all the superstars we got here for the Baltimore Ravens on that offensive line. A really good offensive line here. Durham out of the backfield. I wonder if this is LSU's Durham. I don't know if they've got college players in here. He gets a check down to Durham. He'll set up a 3rd and 7 here. The 34-yard line. We are in field goal range. I know Roger's going to want to attack the middle of this field, especially if we get Priest in some type of zone coverage, which is what we're expecting to see here. Jackson in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jackson's going to get this one to himself. Thompson up the middle, down to the 15-10. And that's where they're going to say he came down at the 10-yard line. I thought he maybe got to the 9-yard line. The ref says no, he got to the 10. 1st and 10, Baltimore. They doubled up on those receivers, and Thompson got behind the defense, beats the linebacker for the big play. Baltimore in the red zone for the first time today. It's going to be handed off to Dickerson. Dickerson getting a few yards there. Going to set up 2nd and 8. I'm sure those old knees are no cartilage left. That is bone on bone running back we're watching here. Set up 2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line. Jackson's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. They're in the backfield, back to pass. He's got time, he's scrambling. He's moving around. He's trying to toss that one in there, but it is going to be picked off by Bucati. I don't know if I said that right, but number 5 comes up with the zone defense playing the middle of the field. He tried to squeeze it in there, and they get the interception. That is a turnover, and that is our first one of the game. I'm late because I didn't have this press, so we're going to run that again just so that I can get the recording and play that back later. First turnover of the game. The Dublin Shamrocks get the big turnover from the Ravens, start their first drive, or their third drive, sorry, for 1st and 10 from the 20. Frazier up the middle, breaking tackles. He picks up 10. He takes a shot there at the end, but not after he gets the first down. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line.
And the Dublin first down.
You're going to see this a lot from Dublin, a lot of 3 tight ends, 2 running backs. Favre tossing this one out to Tomlinson, trying to make the corner. He breaks another tackle. 90 cleans it up there at the end, getting him down after just a gain of 2. These Dublin Shamrock running backs are very dangerous when they break the runs. They're breaking tackles, and they've got the speed and the agility to break loose. Tomlinson breaking the big one off in the last field goal points that Dublin got. Favre back to pass. He's got a little play action. He's got some mobility. He's going to get that over to Shockey. Jeremy Shockey playing here for these Dublin Shamrocks. Going to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 Dublin from the 45-yard line. Look at this behemoth of a receiver down here. Frazier up the middle. Shut down quickly, though. Number 52. I'm pretty sure we all know who that is. Ray Lewis manning the middle here for these Baltimore Ravens. Set up 2nd and 9 from the 46-yard line. 8:15 left to go and counting. Little press, play action. He's got Allstott out of the backfield. Breaks through Ray Lewis, but he can't break through Deion Sanders. But not after he picks up the first down. 1st and 10, Dublin from the 43-yard line.
On the play. First down, Dublin.
More 3 tight end sets. Favre under center. Allstott in the backfield, man in motion. Hand this one off to Barkley. Saquon getting 8 quickly on the Baltimore Ravens defense. It's up 2nd and 2 here from the 34-yard line. That zone defense for Baltimore getting gashed with the run right up the middle. They're going to need to become a little bit more solidified tacklers. This Dublin offense is going to continue to just pound the ball. Favre under center. He's going to hand it off to Barkley. Barkley makes a move. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Dublin. Saquon Barkley off the left side, squeezing through, making a play against the Baltimore Ravens. They get in there for the score. Saquon Barkley off.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Del Greco in for the extra point to put Dublin up 13. It is up and good. And the Dublin Shamrocks taking a commanding lead here early in the second quarter. 13-0 against Roger and his Baltimore Ravens. Here's Langham. He's up to the 25. Tries to put a move on himself. Pretty sure that's what happened there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson back to pass. He's trying to squeeze that one in there. It's going to be knocked away. Another dangerous pass into double coverage. It looked like he had the drag open. The drag right here looked like it was open. It got away before I could get it marked. But the drag looked like it was open. He ended up trying to get it to the deeper man. Throws it to double coverage. Jackson back to pass. Getting that one out quickly. Buckenheimer. I guess that's what that looked like. Cover 6 there. Going to set up a third manageable here. 3rd and 4 for the Ravens from their 32. But a big third down after being down 13-0 against Dublin. Jackson in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Back to pass. He's got a man right in his face, and he's going to go down sacked. Bosa making the play here for the Dublin Shamrocks. Could have swore I had that clicked. My bad. The punt is away. It's going to be hauled in at the 20. Crawford going to get it up to the 26-yard line. And Dublin is going to get this one going again. Already with a 13-0 lead here against the Baltimore Ravens. And it's really been the story of the game, of the run game. And then Brett Favre kind of dinking and dunking and making plays here for the Dublin Shamrocks. Favre back to pass in the shotgun. Tries to squeeze that one in. Waddle somehow makes the catch. He's going to gain 6 there. It's a 2nd and 4 here for the Dublin Shamrocks at their own 31-yard line. That was a dangerous pass from Favre, but making it pay off for a gain of 6. Favre under center, 3 tight ends. It hits in the backfield, breaks the tackle, he's gone. He's at the 50, he's at the 40. Will he get caught? No, he will not. Yes, he will. 31, tracking him down. A massive gain there from the Danian Tomlinson. He's going to get it all the way down to the 14-yard line, and the Shamrocks are knocking on the door again, already up 13-0. Baltimore Ravens are going to have to get an answer for this run game. And so far, it hasn't been the big guy Frazier. It's been LD. I said LT. Here's Allen. Allen getting hit hard. Allen's going to go down after just a gain of 1. And Dublin's sticking to it. They're going to run 3 tight ends. They're going to pound the ball. They're going to let the big meaty men do their part. Seeing a lot of stars and X factors out there on this offensive side of the ball. Favre's going to hand this one off to Frazier. Frazier with a stiff arm, but he takes a shot there from number 28 of the Ravens. It's a small gain of just 2. I think they gained 1 in the first one, so we've got 3rd and 7 here for the Shamrocks. Baltimore trying to tighten up and hold them to another field goal. Favre calling the play in the huddle. Taking his time. Going to come out 1 running back, 1 tight end, and 3 receivers. Looks like the Ravens are going to come out in a little 3-3 nickel formation. Favre's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Frazier in the backfield. Frazier's going to go in motion here. Favre back to pass. He's got a pocket. He's going to attack the middle of the field. And that one's going to be caught for the touchdown. What a play. What a catch. Why is none of this working? Favre attacks the middle of the field. It looks like it was going to be knocked away, but it was hauled in. And now none of my stuff is working, and I don't understand why, but it's okay. We'll figure it out later. Well, that's working now. Is this going to work? No. All right, Dublin. They're going for 2 here. Trying to make this lead 21-0. 3:34 left to go here in the first half. Favre is going to hand it off to Frazier. Frazier, though, is going to get hit by 3 different Ravens and be brought down. They're going to hold him out. But that Dublin lead is still ballooning up to 19-0 for the Ravens. Ravens are going to have to make something happen here before halftime. They got plenty of time to get down there, get some points on the board. So I was trying to fix something real quick, but nothing has worked. So let's see if it works just for the sake of... Yes, okay. Now it works. Don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. It's only 6 minutes late after the touchdown, but I need to test it out. All right, we got Jackson. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, back to pass. Getting this one out to Bachmeier. This is the guy that he was trying to get the ball to a little earlier. Ended up getting picked off there.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
second and 1 from the 35 here for the Ravens. 3:15 and counting to go here in the first half. You're watching the OMFL Coach Mode Bowl game. It's a mouthful to get out. Roger and the Dublin Shamrocks Roger and the Baltimore Ravens against Priest and the Dublin Shamrocks. Dublin with a commanding 19-0 lead. It's really been about the interceptions in the red zone and the big-time run game of Dublin. LD just making it happen, getting the big plays, breaking tackles. Dickerson trying to make his own impression. He's going to get hammered in the backfield for a loss of 3. That overstorm brave blitz there from Mr. Priest. He really likes to attack. That's why we're seeing Jackson here in the shotgun often. Man in motion is Durham. Jackson back to pass. Going to attack the middle. He's got Thompson. Thompson with a big-time grab. A gain of 15 there to set up first down from their own 44-yard line. Attacking that cover 2 right in the middle of the field. Thompson seems to be a big-time weapon here for the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens spreading them out again. Jackson back to pass. He's got a man. Bateman's going to bring that one in. Put a move on a man. He's going to get it down to the 29-yard line. Nice catch there from Shane Bateman. We've got a 1st and 10 here from the 29-yard line as Dublin uses a timeout there. 1:44 left to go here in the first half of OMFL Coach Bowl. It is a mouthful that never wants to come out correctly. Jackson back to pass. He's got time. He can check that one down to Davis. Davis, though, quickly tackled. Still a gain of 5 against that cover 4 zone. We're either seeing a lot of blitz or a lot of zone on first down. So Priest trying to get him confused, trying to hopefully to think, oh, he's blitzing me. Ends up throwing a pick there against the zone. More shotgun there from Jackson. Man in motion. It's 84. Back to pass. He's got time. He checks this one down to Bachmeier, who's trying to break away using that acceleration to get it down to the 4-yard line. They're going to say his knee was down at the 6. I don't agree with that spot. But we got 1st and goal here for the Ravens at the 6-yard line. 1:14 left to go in the first half. Dublin using their timeout so they can try to get some more points on the board before halftime. Man in motion's 81. Jackson back to pass. Checking down in the middle, and that one's going to get dropped by Davis. Davis had his hands on it, but knocked away by number 7 of Dublin, making that big hit in the middle of the field. Priest is showing a lot of zone defense, so he's really trusting the middle of that defense to make a play. And we seen that work a little while ago as they picked off Jackson in the end zone. Jackson back to pass, trying to attack the middle. Thompson with the touchdown. Baltimore. Jackson to Roger. 6 points, the first ones of OMFL Coach Championship. Ravens get on the board, trying to make this one 7-19. Ooh, that looks like a bad kick. That one's going to be shanked to the right. Bad kick there from Roger. Those points are going to deem to be pretty important because of the way Dublin scored their first sets of points with 2 field goals. You could have had an opportunity to get to a 21-19 ball game here with a 2-point lead, but now that one's going to get a little weird here. Lucky for you, if you're Baltimore, you did hold them out on their 2-point conversion. 1:09 left to go here in the half. Dublin with a 19-6 lead, trying to get some more points on the board before we get ourselves to halftime. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching OMFL Coach League. It's their championship. So these guys are just calling plays and letting the CPU do its thing. Favre with 5 receivers, back to pass. Ooh, he's getting a little hot. He's going to throw this one up. He's got a man, but it's thrown into double, triple coverage. Atwater's going to pick that one off, and Baltimore is back in business before half. Favre doing what Favre does, taking some chances, throwing that one up, and Baltimore comes down with the interception. They set themselves up 1st and 10 from the 28. 2 timeouts, 1:03 left to go. Jackson back to pass. He's going to get this one to McLean. McLean putting a move on a man, making a man miss and getting that one up to the 40-yard line. First down, Baltimore.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A nice throw from Jackson to McLean. Picking up the first down. 58 seconds left to go. 1 timeout. Got 3 receivers to the right. Thompson to the left. Durham in the backfield with Jackson. And in motion's 84. Back to pass. A little 4-man rush. Just trying to hit the sideline there. That was just going to be slightly off the mark. 2nd and 10 from their own 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You're watching the OMFL Coach Mode League. It's their championship, their second one that we've gotten a call. Another little 5 wide. Jackson back to pass. Going to get this one to Thompson. Thompson seems to be the big play guy here in the second game after the restart. Dublin using their last time out. I don't know that I agree with that move there. It's an interesting move, helping out the Baltimore Ravens here on 3rd and 6 in the 35-yard line. 3 receivers, Durham in the backfield. Jackson in the shotgun, back to pass. Trying to get this one off. Thompson making a play down the sideline, getting it out of bounds to stop the clock. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Nice play from Roger, able to beat the man, get off. Looked like he might have been double covered there, even though they were in a cover 4. 2-man in his way, and he just outran everybody and got that one out of bounds to stop the clock. 1st and 10 from the 23. Jackson in the shotgun again. He's living back there today. Going to get this one off to Bachmeier. We've seen him before. He's going to get the first down to the 13. 35 seconds and counting. Still 1 timeout left in their pocket. Plenty of time to get everybody back to the line. Jackson looks like he's going to clock this one with 28 seconds left to go. 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line. Still a timeout, too. Baltimore with all the momentum here in the second quarter. They've got quite the hole to dig themselves out of, but a touchdown here is going to go a long way to making that happen. Got a tight formation here. Jackson in the shotgun. And in motions Durham. Jackson back to pass. He's holding up well against the pressure. He's got a man in the back of the end zone. Bachmeier, touchdown, Baltimore. Facing the cover 2, back of the end zone, precision pass there. See if this kicker, though, can actually get this one through the uprights. He is good this time. This one's going to be a 19-13 lead for Dublin. Baltimore battling back here in the second quarter to really tighten this one up. 24 seconds left to go. Baltimore still has a timeout. See if Brett ends up pushing this one as he did there in the previous drive, which led to the triple coverage interception, which didn't really help out the matter at all.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
We are coming out in 3 wide over here. Let's see how the Ravens attack this one. Brett Favre. He's got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. He's going to hand this one off to Frazier. Frazier having a big second quarter after a slow start. He's going to pick up 15. Dublin, no timeouts. Going to try to run no huddle here. Brett barking out orders, play action. Going to try to just throw this one out of bounds. 8 seconds left to go before halftime. 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. They're going to try a field goal. Del Greco with a massive leg. He could probably kick this one out of the entire stadium. Let's see if he can get the very long field goal. Ravens setting up for a return. Del Greco, I can't even do the quick math on what this is. The kick is going to be up. It is just barely gonna be short. What a kick from Del Greco. The Ravens have a chance here. They're at their 40-yard line. There's a chance to turn this one around. Jackson's going to spread them out. They're not going to take the field goal. He's going to try to go for the end zone. Hovering that one over. Thompson's going to have it knocked away. Interesting call there to not try to get the field goal and get the points. We've got a 19-13 half. And we will be right back after this message from our friend Birdman.
Does your halfback feel like he is stuck in the mud? No matter which direction you go or what button you push, you just can't seem to shake that pesky defender. Well, don't you worry. I've got just the thing for you. It's Birdman's Jukes Jerky Sauce. Yep, you heard that right. Just a dab will have you juking like the Birdman, and those pesky defenders will fall away. Get the sauce today before your rival buys it first. And remember, when your back can't juke, we'll sauce it up for you.
It looks like Dublin has had their fair share of Jukes Jerky Sauce because they have been juking and jiving all around the field today, making it happen to give Dublin this 19-13 lead. You're watching OMFL Coach Mode Championship. Roger and the Dublin Shamrocks. I'm sorry, I keep messing that up. Priest and the Dublin Shamrocks against Roger and the Baltimore Ravens. Jackson back to pass. He's going to get this one to Davis, who's had a rough day. Davis pulls that one in. He's going to set up 3rd and 2 here to start out the second half from their own 43-yard line. What up, Randy? Randy, did you ever get your hat? So annoying if you didn't. Jackson in the shotgun. 3rd and 2. Back to pass. He's got a man. Thompson trying to make a play. The pass just a little too high. It's going to be knocked away in Baltimore. It's going to be forced to punt. You can see Dublin really attacking. Randy, I would email them, brother. That's nuts. That's so frustrating. I don't know why they're giving us such a hard time about it. What a punt there from Baltimore. I even completely remade that store. So we have several different little stores of all the different logos. I deleted the one that we first tried to order, put up a new one that I know is plenty good enough. So I don't know what the problem may be. Worst case, get you anything for that money. Favre, under center, is going to hand this one off to Frazier, who took a shot in the mouth. Somebody needs to call the police. That looked like aggravated assault there. Baltimore with a nice stop. 2nd and 10 here for Dublin from their 16. Three tight end. This is D formation for Dublin. Going to hand that one off to Frazier, who gets tackled immediately in the backfield. Number 45, I think that might be Smith, making the play. Dublin lives and dies by that twin tight end. Big formation, letting the big meaty men do their job up front. Now Favre is wanting to spread them out here. 4 receivers, 1 tight end. Nobody in the backfield. Baltimore looks to be in the zone. Favre back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Attack in the middle there with Priest himself hauling that one in. 1st down, Dublin from their 35-yard line.
19 yards. 1st down, Dublin.
Pressure. It's got to be on the back of the end zone. Bachmeyer, touchdown. Baltimore. I don't know why it's showing these opens. Anyway, we'll get it fixed. Favre spreading them out again. Back to pass. He's got time. Well, the pocket is compressing around him, and he goes down. Hogan with a half a sack. They were running the 4 verticals. Priest wanted to attack. Great coverage from Baltimore. The pocket breaks down. Favre goes down. 2nd and 12 from the 33-yard line. Baltimore getting caught between plays there, which is dangerous. We got 2 tight ends. This is going to go to Frazier. Frazier weaving through the traffic there. Nice run up the middle. Baltimore responded great, but Frazier, he is the reason he is the leading running back here in OMFL Coach. He makes the play to set up a 3rd and 3, which is very manageable here for Dublin. 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. This is the formation we're going to see Dublin come out 55-60% of the time. Let the big meaty men do their part. Far back to pass, going to quickly get this one out to Ferguson. Ferguson hauls that one in and goes down the sideline up to the 38-yard line. First down, Dublin.
It's a gain of 20. And a Dublin first down.
Pressure. He's got a man in the back. Goes down the sideline up to the 38-yard line. First down, Dublin. Favre under center. We got 3 receivers this time. Gonna hand this one off to Frazier. No, it's a play action. He's gonna get that one out to Priest. Priest hauls that one in, but it's gonna be a loss of 1. Great tackle there from Wiggins, making the play on Priest. 2nd and 11 from the 39-yard line. Favre's gonna give this one to Tomlinson, who's had a great day, but he goes down quickly as Sparks and Wiggins comes up and makes the tackle. Sparks is hurt, though. He's grabbing the knee. He's slapping the ground. That's not a good sign for that Baltimore Ravens defense. They need playmakers. Favre under center. Thomason in the backfield. Favre back to pass. Going to check that one down to Smith. It's knocked away. And the Dublin, got a foot contusion there for Starks, but Dublin is going to be forced to punt this one away. No, they're not. They're going for the field goal. I forgot. Del Greco's got this massive leg. This is a chip shot for him. He almost banged away a 72-yarder a while ago. Kick is up, and it is good. And Dublin extends their lead 22-13 with 5:06 left to go here in the second half. 3rd quarter is rocking and rolling here. We've seen some back and forth from both of these teams. And now Roger and the Baltimore Ravens are going to get to try to respond to that field goal, get some more points on the board. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you, Priest and Roger, for letting me call this one. They worked around my schedule. Jackson's going to give this one to Dickerson. Dickerson with a smooth little move there. He's going to pick up 11. Little bone-on-bone run there. Didn't think he had any juke left in him. Set up 1st and 10 here from the 46-yard line. The backup running backs for both of these teams getting it done. The retirees dusting off the cleats, coming out in the championship and getting some big yards. Jackson's going to hand this one off to Durham, but Durham getting shut down from Bosa in the backside.
He was taken down behind the line of
Don't even know how to say these names, but you can see Priest attacking on 1st down. Let's see if Raj can adjust here. We've seen him put Jackson in the shotgun often. Seems to be where a majority of that offense is going to come from. See if he starts mixing up this 1st down calls with the matching blitzes and zones from Dublin. Jackson's going to try to get that one on, but it is knocked away. He was trying to get that one over to Durham. Knocked away with the cover 2 hard flat. That one could have been a pick 6 real easy from this fella right here. That one just barely falls away. Jackson in the shotgun formation, 80 in motion. Back to pass, pocket holding up, is starting to collapse. He's going to get that one off to Thompson. Thompson has been the big play receiver here for Lamar Jackson. He just is shifty, and once he gets his hands on the ball, it doesn't matter that there's 2 or 3 guys around him. He just finds a way to outrun them and pick up the down that he needs to pick up. 1st and 10 here for the Ravens from their own 37-yard line. Dublin defense trying to make a play here. Barely missed a pick 6. He's not going to miss that one. Taylor picking that one off. I think that is his 2nd of the day. Dublin needed a play, and Taylor gave it to him. first down Dublin from their 35-yard line. Three tight ends, one receiver, two running backs. Favre handing that off to Thompson. Tomlinson getting tackled in the backfield. Baltimore starting to send the blitz on first down. It's going to set up 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line. Favre under center. One man up top. A little glitchy handoff, but Tomlinson's going to get tackled in the backfield once again. Atwater coming up and making a play for this Baltimore Ravens defense. And somewhere, Mr. Randy's nipples are hard seeing his old Denver Bronco making plays for this Baltimore Ravens defense. 3rd and 12. Dublin trying to get a first down here with 2:34 and counting left to go in the 3rd quarter. Favre in the shotgun, back to pass, got plenty of time, attacking the middle, triple coverage, can't come down with it. Waddle has made some plays today, but that was not one of them. 4th and 12, and who knows, Priest may try to kick a 95-yard field goal here with Del Greco. No, he's going to punt this one away. McAfee getting this punt away. Baltimore's going to let it bounce. It's going to bounce back. And that's where it's going to be down to the 17-yard line. Baltimore Ravens with 2:21 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Going to get this one started all over again. Good to see Byron Leftwich there on the sideline coaching the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know when he turned into a white man, but that did happen somewhere. Dickerson right up the middle. Rumbling and bumbling for a big gain of 17 yards. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line for the Ravens.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Baltimore trying to get some momentum going after the interception from Dublin. Jackson back to pass. Breaking down. He gets it to Bachmeier. Bachmeier getting the shot, but hauling that one in for 19. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Jackson getting that bullet in there, picking up the first down. The tight ends are really the game plan here for Baltimore, as the running backs are for Dublin. Jackson's going to hand this one off to Durham, but Durham getting shut down, and I'm sure we're going to see a blitz. No. Nice little zone coverage there from Dublin. The left side of that line just did not hold up at all.
At the 49-yard line.
Jackson back to pass. He's got time. He's getting it off to the left. McLean, he did catch that one, hauls that one in. Gonna give him a first down. Nice little catch there from the tight end. 1st and 10 here for the Baltimore Ravens from their own 37, 27 seconds and counting left to go here in the opening quarter of the 2nd half. McLean in motion. Jackson's going to hand this one off to Durham, who has not been able to get going all day long. He's going to get a small gain of 3 there. 2nd and 7, and I'm pretty sure that is going to be how the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Baltimore Ravens trying to get a drive here. They are down 9. Am I doing my quick math right? They're down 9, so they're going to need multiple scores here in the final quarter. But they are in field goal range as long as they can avoid any type of turnover once again. We've already had 2 turnovers, one in the end zone and then one as we were right on the cusp of being in the red zone. That Dublin defense has done a tremendous job of attacking the middle of the field. And even though Baltimore's hit some plays with the tight ends, Dublin's answered that with some big interceptions of the tight ends. Jackson back to pass. He jump throws that one to Bachmeier. Bachmeier brings it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a throw from Jackson. Running up in the pocket, gets a little jump throw And Bachmeier brings that one in for the touchdown. Baltimore tightening this one up. Out for the extra point. He's missed one on the day, doesn't miss this one. We've got a 22-20 championship game here entering the final quarter. 9:55 left to go. That quick score from Baltimore is going to go a long way, but they still have not had much of an answer for this Shamrock offense, which has just let the big meaty men go make plays, and the running backs have been just gashing the Baltimore Ravens defense. Crawford, he's up to the 20. Ooh, he takes the big shot there from the Ravens, and that's where they're going to start their drive. 1st and 10 from their 21-yard line. Favre coming out in the shotgun himself. Strength on strength here. Back to pass. Ooh, and Dion almost makes a play on that ball, crashing down there at left side. He tried to get that quick pass over to the left, and Deion Sanders makes a play. Another shotgun here from Favre. Back to pass. He's trying to man. Frazier bringing that one in out of the backfield and making a play there for Dublin. 1st down, Dublin from their own 43-yard line. Facing that zone defense, 24 came up just a little too much. Frazier gets behind him and showing off that speed and athleticism there for Dublin. Favre's going to hand this one off to Frazier. Frazier breaks the tackle, puts a move on a man. He's still going to pick up 8. Nice tackle there from 31, but you got to get the tackle on the back of the line of scrimmage where you had Frazier at the handoff. Frazier still picks up 8. That's why he is the offensive leader here for Dublin and top running back for the OMFL Coach League. 2nd and 2 here for Dublin from their 49-yard line. Already well into field goal range for Del Greco, but Barkley breaking it off to the left. He's already got a touchdown on the day. He picks up another 16 or so to be 1st and 10 for Dublin from their own 32-yard line. He's got Barkley. He's got LT. He's got Frazier. He's got a variety of different running backs he can throw at you. He's got Allstott back there. He's got all these superstar and X-Factor offensive line. This is why his team is sitting at 14-3 and in the championship. LT right up the middle. No one touches him before he gains 23 there to set up 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. 18, sorry. I gave him too many yards. Dublin answering that Baltimore Ravens touchdown with a great drive of their own. Now we're back to the normal Dublin offense. 3 tight ends, 2 running backs, no receivers. Hand it off to Allstott. Allstott's not going to get going there. 92-28. Ganging up on him to get him down in the backfield. Somehow Dublin continues, even when it's crashed down on, to pick up 1st down, or pick up yardage, I should say, not negative yardage, but getting those positive yards, setting up a 2nd and 9 here. Favre under center, Frazier in the backfield. Back to pass. Trying to get to Frazier. Frazier's going to get hit quickly to set up 3rd and 7 here from the 11-yard line. Holding Dublin to a field goal would be a massive win for the Ravens. Brett Favre, he's a playmaker. This is the type of play that you expect him to make for his team to put them up big again. Favre in the shotgun. Back to pass. Attack in the middle. There's Shockey. We got a touchdown, Dublin. And they take another commanding 8-point lead. Going to try to make this one 9 and put it as a 2-point or 2-score game once again with under 7 minutes left to go in the championship.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Del Greco to make this a 9-point lead in a 2-score game. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And now the pressure back on the Ravens after a great answer there from Dublin and Priest. Using that run game. Couple of important passes, the final one being Favre to Shockey for the touchdown. We got a 29-20 lead there for Dublin over the Baltimore Ravens. Langham returning this one. Gets it up to the 26-yard line, and that's where the Ravens are going to get going. You're watching the OMFL Coach Mode Championship. These guys are just building these teams, calling these plays, and the CPU is doing everything else. Jackson's X Factor is highlighted. 2 tight ends. I'm going to give this one to Durham. This is the first positive running yards we've seen from Durham all day long. He has not had a whole lot. I bet he's got under 20 yards on the day. And that's a gain of 4 to set up 2nd and 6 from the 31-yard line. Jackson back to pass. He's going to get this one off to McLean, who's off to the races. He's at the 40, the 35. He's going to get this one to the 33-yard line. That entire left sideline just opened up for him. There's nobody around. Picks up the big-time play. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 6 minutes left to go in the game. The tell of 2 different teams. 3 tight ends, 2 running backs for Dublin. And it's really the story of tight ends here for the Baltimore Ravens. Mixing in a little run and pass. Dublin going back to their blitz. Making a play in the backfield to set up 2nd and 11 for the Baltimore Ravens. The difference between the 2 teams. That offensive line for Dublin really getting that push. Baltimore not getting as much of a push. Jackson back to pass. He's got time. And get this one off to the left. Bachmeyer again bringing that one in to set up a 3rd and manageable. Also getting out of bounds. 3rd and 4 here from the 27-yard line. Jackson in the shotgun. Durham right behind him. Back to pass. He's going to get this one over to McLean. McLean getting the 1st down. There is an injury on that offensive line front. No, that's number 84. Is that? No, I don't know who that is. I think I read that number right. Might have been 64. That would have been the offensive line. Baltimore getting a 1st down here from the 19-yard line. We're under 5 minutes to go. Lucky for them, though, if there is a lucky for them, that injury does come with the stoppage of the clock. Jackson with 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Play action. Going to attack the middle. Bachmeyer's going to get in there. Good answer for Baltimore. A quick one to get this one back inside of 9. He's still going to need more scores. That is a good answer from Jackson. 26-29. They're going to come out for the extra point. Make this a 2-point game. That missed extra point going a long way for Baltimore. So we have a 27-29 lead here for Dublin. 4:48 left to go for Priest and his Shamrock team, looking to run his 4-minute drill. Let the big meaty men run this clock out and get another championship underneath his belt. But Baltimore will be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening and giving Jackson an opportunity to take the lead. Crawford up to the 25. They'll get it to the 26-yard line. And that's where Dublin's going to get this one going with 4:45 in the final quarter of OMFL Coach Championship. Dublin, a 29-27 lead. This one's been all about the running game for the Dublin Shamrocks. Favre going to play action. Got plenty of time. He can make a sandwich, make his bed. He's not throwing, he's not running, he's going to go down. Favre just holding onto that ball way too long. Baltimore comes through with a big sack. 2nd and 17 from their own 19-yard line. 4:27 left to go here in the game. Favre with a big-time mistake there. 2nd and 17. 4:12 left to go. Clock counting. Favre back to pass. He's going to try to get this one in the middle. It is caught by Shockey. Shockey with a big play to make it 3rd and 3. Shockey took a shot to the ribs. Double coverage. He beats it across the face of the defense. And now we've got a 3rd manageable. We're under 4 minutes left to go in this game. Both teams still all 3 timeouts. Dublin going to spread them out. Look for the run game here, which has been extremely powerful for the Dublin Shamrocks against this Baltimore Ravens defense. They're bringing everybody in tight. Favre back to pass. Favre trying to get that one in there. Somehow that one is in there and caught by Waddle. What a catch. You can see that window was super small between 3 defenders. First down, Dublin. We're going to be under 3 minutes left to go here. Shockey in motion. Far back to pass. Another play action. He's going to get this one down to Frazier. Frazier's going to be tackled. They're going to stop the clock. 3:05 left to go. 2nd and 9 from the 47-yard line. Priest putting the ball in Favre's hand and saying, go win this one for me. Favre's going to hand off to Frazier. Frazier taking a shot, not going down, running through the tackles. It's going to set up 3rd and 1 from the 45-yard line. Frazier and the rest of this running back room for Dublin are just monsters among men. And Baltimore's had a really hard time getting them down. Going to hand this one off to Frazier. Frazier's going to get the first down. And now Baltimore's going to have to start using their timeouts in there. Burned one a little earlier before that 3rd down. They're going to use another one here. 2:47 left to go in the game. Dublin's got their hands on the championship. They're warming them up. The fat lady is starting to get the throat going. He's trying to end this one with a final drive, and Favre is going to be a really key stakeholder to making the plays. This one's going to go to LT. LT's been a monster all day long. He's going to go down 2nd and 4. Another gashing run of 6 yards.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Baltimore using their last timeout. 2nd and 4 from the 33. Sending everybody in tight. Favre's going to give this one to LT. Wide open. He puts a move. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. We got a touchdown for Dublin. And this one seems to be all over Dublin. Putting his foot on the throat of Baltimore. Giving it to Favre. Giving it to LT. LT might be your MVP of the game here. The run game just too powerful for the Dublin Shamrocks. Baltimore just not able to make the tackles that they needed. And Dublin is making it shine. And he puts up 36-27 lead. We're back to 9. 2-score game. 2:33 left to go. No timeouts. This one feels like it's all over. They're getting the Gatorade bucket ready for their coach. El Greco's going to boot this one deep. Look for this Dublin defense who's made plays all day long. Picking Jackson off in the red zone. Picking him off in the end zone. Those are massive minimum 6-point swings. Maximum could have been a 14-point swing. Let's see if this defense can seal the game here. Put it away. Put an exclamation mark on it. And end this one for the Dublin Shamrocks. Jackson back to pass. Breaking down on him. He gets this one out to the right. It's caught. Clean. With a nice gain of 26. Gets it out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. That Dublin defense, though, was getting pressure with Ford. Those two ends were coming off red hot after Jackson, who took a shot as he let that one go. Jackson in the shotgun. Durham back there with him. Pressure up the middle. He's throwing that one down the middle. That one's going to be knocked away. Great defense. Dangerous throw there for Jackson. Kraus almost able to get both his mitts on that one to end this one. I don't even know if it's possible to recover onside kick with a coach mode, but we'll see. Jackson back to pass, not Jacksonville. Bachmeyer, who's been a big play receiver here in the second half, gonna haul that one in. 2:16 left to go. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. That might be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Baltimore does not look like they're in any kind of rush to try to get this one called. We are to the 2-minute warning. A 9-point lead here for the Dublin Shamrocks against the Baltimore Ravens. Coach Roger trying to pull out all the stops. Try to get this one back under a 1-point score and get an onside kick. But Dublin, they've been harassing Jackson all day long. Man in motion. Jackson in the backfield by himself now. Pressure off the left side. He lets that one go, and it's going to be picked off by Reed. Reed is going to seal the game, and that is it. OMFL Coach Championship is going to go to the Dublin Shamrocks and Coach Priest, the commish. Congratulations to Coach Priest. Selling this game, winning this game against Roger, and getting a championship for the Dublin Shamrocks. 1:56 left to go. They're going to take a couple of knees. No timeouts left. We're going to get ourselves out of here, and I'm going to go eat some supper. The Gatorade dump. Right there on Coach Priest, wrapping this one up. And congratulations once again to Coach Priest, the Dublin Shamrocks. He put it in Brett Favre's hand there on that second to last drive, and Favre made it count. Handed it off to LT after a couple big pass completions, and LT takes it in. LT probably is your MVP for this one. That's going to be it. Nice game between these two, a battle. Roger had to battle back from 19 down, and he made this one a close one. Got it inside of 2 points 2 different times, but that Dublin run game was just too much. Guys, I'm going to get out of here, go eat me some supper. Thank you for hanging out with me. We'll probably be back tonight. I don't know. That one's a little up in the air. I don't have a game, but we're going to play some Battlefield, some Call of Duty, hang out with the guys. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like, subscribe. Come check us out if you want to check out more leagues that run just like this. And we'll be back pretty soon with the Saints franchise, which is still sitting at 0-6.